What if you knew the exact day you would die? What if, right now, you received a message with a date on it? No explanation, no context, just the exact day you would die. Would you ignore it, panic, or completely change your life overnight? Because here's the real question. Would knowing when you die actually help you live better, or slowly destroy you? Stay with me, because the last point might completely change how you see your own life. The idea is simple, but deeply unsettling. Imagine a world where everyone knows the exact date of their death. Not how, not why, just when. It sounds like something out of science fiction, but psychologically, this question reveals something powerful about how we think, plan, and live our lives. Why does this matter? Because whether we realize it or not, the uncertainty of death is actually shaping your decisions every single day. But here's where it gets interesting. 1. The illusion of unlimited time. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to say, "I'll do it later"? We delay dreams, we postpone goals, we assume there's always more time. But if you knew your exact end date, that illusion disappears instantly. Suddenly, someday becomes a deadline. Imagine knowing you have exactly 10 years left. Would you still waste time scrolling endlessly? Would you stay in the same job, the same habits? Most people completely miss this. But uncertainty is what allows procrastination to exist. And it gets even more interesting. 2. Fear versus freedom. You might think knowing your death date would make you anxious. And for some people, it absolutely would. But for others, it could be incredibly freeing. Think about it. If you knew nothing could end your life before that date, would you take more risks? Would you finally start that business, travel more, speak your mind? Or would the ticking clock create constant pressure? Here's a question for you. Would certainty give you peace or take it away? But wait until you hear the next one. 3. Relationships would completely change. If you knew your time was limited, who would you spend it with? Suddenly, toxic relationships lose their grip. Petty arguments feel meaningless. And the people who truly matter, they become your priority. Imagine knowing you have 1 year left. Would you hold grudges, or would you forgive faster? Would you say, "I love you" more often? This is where things get emotional, because deep down, we already know what matters. We just act like we have forever. 4. The pressure to use time perfectly. Here's the darker side. Knowing your exact death date might not make life better. It might make it heavier. Every moment becomes a calculation. Am I using my time wisely enough? Am I wasting my life right now? Instead of enjoying the present, you might become obsessed with optimizing every second. Ironically, the very thing meant to give your life meaning could take away your ability to simply live it. And this leads to the most important point. 5. The real reason. Uncertainty is a gift. The final point explains why this happens. Not knowing when you'll die is what makes life flexible, hopeful, and full of possibility. It allows you to believe things can change. It gives you room to grow, fail, restart, and reinvent yourself. If you knew your exact end, your life might start to feel like a countdown instead of a journey. And maybe that's the hidden truth. It's not the length of life that gives it meaning. It's the uncertainty. Here's something most people never think about. Even without knowing your death date, your brain already behaves as if time is limited, just inconsistently. Deadlines motivate you. Aging changes your priorities. Close calls make you reflect. So the real question isn't when you'll die. It's why you're waiting for a reason to start living differently. So, what would actually happen if you knew the exact day you would die? You might become more focused, or more anxious, more grateful, or more pressured, more alive, or more afraid. But maybe the biggest takeaway is this. You don't need to know the date to change how you live today. So let me ask you, if you did know your time was limited, what would you do differently starting right now? And more importantly, what's stopping you? If this made you think, please make sure to like the video, subscribe for more psychology and self-development content, and check out our next video.